Hello Virgos, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your November general love reading and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings, Patreon, or the tarot course. All of that is in the description box below for you. All right, let's take a look and see what we have going on for you guys. All right, Virgo. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Strength, we have the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. I see the Death card here at the bottom of the deck. So let me take a look at all this and then we'll start to go over it all together. All right, we have the Wheel of Fortune here in the recent past. And it's with the Devil. I definitely feel like there's something that has come back around, or somebody could have made a decision to come back around. Some of you could have been dealing with, I see Scorpio energy. I see all the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. I see Capricorn as well. Doesn't have to be one of those signs, but it could be. Now, I definitely feel that some of you are not surprised by this coming back around. I do feel like there is a very strong attachment that you feel with this person. It may have been something that has been difficult to break free from. It feels like a very intense connection. Albeit something that is maybe feels a little negative, or has gotten to kind of a negative space, right? Has created a lot of negativity for you. I don't think it was always that way, but I do think something got to kind of an unhealthy place. We have the Six of Wands here. Somebody could have tried to get your attention first in the recent past. This could have been like posting subliminal messages or, just doing something to try to get your attention here. For others of you, that Six of Wands, it could be somebody coming back towards you and they want something to, work this time. I say this time because for some of you, I definitely feel like this is not the first time that, you have like come and left with a person, right? Your energy showing up in the current energies as the Queen of Cups, right? So for some of you, this depends on where you're at in the timeline. This person could be getting ready to come back in towards you. So you could be in a space where maybe you are still kind of missing somebody here. For others of you, somebody could have recently come back around. And I feel like you could just be in a space where you were a little bit maybe in your feelings about the situation. You could be just feeling a lot. We have the Queen of Swords showing up as the challenge. You know what kind of came to my mind with that is, it's like you've seen things and then it's hard to unsee them. You've experienced things and it's hard to forget. The Queen of Swords is somebody who kind of is the way she is because of the experiences that she's had, right? She has a lot of wisdom. She puts up with nothing. It's very hard to get things past her. And it's because of all the experiences that she has had. They've gotten her to where she is. And I kind of feel like that is you, right? You may be a little bit in your feelings. This could be a little bit emotionally triggering for you, but it's very difficult to unsee. It's very difficult to forget. It's like maybe you've forgiven, maybe you're able to forgive, but that's not the same as forgetting. And I also think that it's just hard for you to see the vision that they are having now, because there's a part of you that is very different than the experiences that you've had with them. So even if they're coming towards you and they are expressing, I want it to be like this and like this and like this, and you're like, okay, but it's always been like this, this, and this. You know, that's kind of what it's feeling like. Somebody could be wanting to have a conversation with you, a difficult conversation. There could be a difficult conversation taking place with that Queen of Swords. Ooh, that's too many. Okay. Yeah, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So you could be having a conversation with this person, and I think you're just laying it out there. I think you're being very direct with this person about your concerns and about where you're kind of at with things. The Seven of Pentacles is also an energy that says, is this something that I want to invest into or not? Is this a good investment for me, or am I just kind of wasting my time? So you could be talking to this person trying to discern that. Now, the Ten of Pentacles in the area of your consciousness, I like that a lot because, one, that is your energy, Virgo. Does kind of put you in a position of power, but also says that you are putting yourself and your goals and your dreams and the life that you know that you want and deserve, you're putting that first, and it's in the conscious forefront of your mind. And it's like, I know that there are relationships out there like that, and I know that that's what I want, and I know that that's what I deserve, and I don't want to settle for less than that. I don't want to be in connections in the way that they have been, in this devil energy here. I think you're trying to talk to this person and discern, has something actually changed and shifted for us to be able to get to that Ten of Pentacles place, that place that I'm, that kind of life and relationship that I'm wanting? Or would it be more of the same? Am I just going to be wasting my time? You have the you have the Strength card here in the subconscious. It's not easy because I feel like you do have a lot of feelings for this person. I think you have invested a lot into this with that Seven of Pentacles as well. And that devil energy, I think it is a very intense connection. I think you do feel a very strong attachment towards them. So it's requiring, this is requiring a good bit of strength from you. But I think there is a part of you that's a little holding back some as well with that energy. In the near future, we have the Ace of Cups. It looks like there is some kind of offer being presented to you. But we have the Seven of Swords with it. You don't trust it. So even though this person, oh my goodness, even though this person is offering you something, I feel like you're just not able to fully trust it. There could be something about, it's not just the situation. I feel like there could be something that I want to dig into that Seven of Swords a little bit. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Pentacles. So, one, I just feel like you don't fully trust that it's going to be any different. You don't actually fully trust that something has shifted, has changed. And somebody here could be expressing that, things are going to be different. And I feel like that's what you don't trust either. Some of you kind of have some mixed emotions about it. But I definitely feel like overall there's a very unsettled feeling that you are having when it comes to this. Now, it's interesting because your advice is the Eight of Swords. And I think it's more of that, I feel like that's more of an energy that you're in. And the reason why I feel like it's coming up as advice is because, Virgo, prior to hearing from this person, prior to this person coming back in, I do feel like you started to be in a very different space. I think that you were starting to feel really good. With that Strength card, with that Ten of Pentacles, I think in your mind you knew what you wanted and what you were trying to work towards. And the Strength card, you were finding the strength to work towards that, to make changes. I think that you were in a much better space. And it's like as soon as this person comes back in, I think you're in more of an emotional space, and you have the Eight of Swords. You're in your head, you're overthinking, you're feeling anxious. It instantly puts you into a space that you don't want to be. And I think Spirit is more of just bringing that to your attention, right? I think our emotions are, they can be there for a reason. Sometimes they're little GPS signals to how close or far away we are from, our higher self or from what is best for us. That's why when we feel bad about something or we feel guilty for something, there's a reason for that, right? I kind of feel like that here as well. I feel like Spirit's wanting you to pay attention to how this is making you feel. We have the Ace of Pentacles here for their energy towards you. So there is some kind of offer. They're wanting some kind of potential or opportunity here with you. We have the Knight of Pentacles here in the reverse. Definitely no action here. And this is very slow moving. We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse as well. Somebody's being very, very careful and very cautious with what they say, how they say, and it does kind of come across as a little bit fake, to be honest. And I think here that is part of what you're picking up on in the near future, is why it feels disingenuous, why you're not able to trust it, because it doesn't feel real. And it's almost like somebody's being very, very careful with what they're saying, how they're saying. They could be like giving into everything that you're saying here, like agreeing with everything. And you're like, I know that you're not really thinking that. And I know you're not really feeling that. It just doesn't feel genuine, right? I feel like Spirit's asking you to trust your intuition, Virgo. Your potential outcome, though, you have the Five of Pentacles. I'm getting a couple different things from this. First, Virgo, I do feel like this could be you deciding to, walk away from this situation. There is some kind of potential or opportunity, but I feel like a lot of you guys are choosing to walk away from that. Now, only you get to decide what's best for you, because only you get to deal with the consequences, the good and the bad, right? So don't listen to me or tarot or anything else here. Only you get to decide what's best for you. But I do feel like for a lot of you, what's showing is that you will choose to walk away from this. Now, the Five of Pentacles can also be a card of lack, though. So it's like where maybe you are not getting something that you need. So we'll clarify it just to see. I see the Page of Wands, the Ace of Wands. So I'm getting a couple different things here. For some of you, you could end up deciding, the World card, to close out a cycle, a chapter, and pull your energy back, because even though somebody is coming in wanting to spark things up and they're wanting to have some kind of new beginning here with you, like I said, it doesn't feel genuine, and a lot of you guys, I feel like, are going to close out this chapter. For some of you, you may decide to step into a new chapter with this person, with that Ace of Wands and that World card here, and kind of trying to start over. But I would be cautious, because with that Five of Pentacles, it does kind of give the feeling that you may not end up with what you are wanting or needing from the connection. But that's what I have for you. I do hope that this helps. Everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading, scheduling personal readings, Patreon, the tarot course, all of that is in the description box below for you. If you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through it and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you next time.